everyone, it's Kerry back with you today. So I've got Mum up from Tassie. You want to say hi, Mum?
Hi everyone.
So she's come up for a couple of weeks, so we've been having some fun crafting a few bits and pieces together, but we've also got a huge shipment of Mum's boxes, so we'll come back and show you some of those a bit later. But today I'm here for part 2 of the Altered Postcard series. So I'm going to be making these tiny little postcard journals or postcard notebooks. So again, I've done some where I didn't like the imagery on this, so I've covered it pretty much the same way I did the last one, and then I've just got the writing on the outside, which I think looks pretty cool. And then this one, I didn't mind the imagery. It was sort of a split image, and I felt like I could use two parts of that, one for the front and one for the back. And then I've just left the inside the original postcard, so it's like a little booklet with this handmade writing in here. So I'm going to show you how I created them today. They're pretty straightforward, and I'm going to use this blank postcard. Now, I'm not particularly keen on this imagery, so I'll be covering the imagery up, and then this outside doesn't have any writing on, but it's this lovely sort of pale green colour, so then I'll probably end up just decorating this up a little bit. So I'll begin by covering the inside like I did last time. So I've just got some brown paper here. I'm going to bring in my glue book and cover the front of the postcard with glue. I'm just going to lay that down on this brown paper. Now, I don't care if it gets wrinkles on the inside because I'll be covering that up anyway. I'm just going to push it down with this scraper just to adhere the glue as best as I can. All right, now I've got way too much going on around the edges, so I'm just going to use a ruler and I'm going to move in just a little bit. It doesn't have to be straight, and just tear off the extra there. Doesn't matter if there's little extra bits poking up, it's just for a guide. Alright, so that's covered that imagery up. You can still see it a little bit through the brown paper, so I'm going to put another layer on, but it also strengthens the middle of the postcard so that when I fold it, if it cracks, it won't really matter because this internal paper will help keep it strong. So I'm just going to pop another layer of something on the inside. So what I've got here is a piece of paper. This is actually a very old piece of paper from the 1800s, and I like this title, so I want to keep that for something else. So I'm just going to use a piece of the text page on the inside, and to get the right size I'm just going to fold it and then tear it. So that'll fit fine just there. Do we want the other side? Yeah, I might use this side, it's a little bit more interesting. So that covers that image completely. Now you can't see through that at all, and I've just noticed when I wet this paper it's actually got like a leaf pattern in the paper that's a watermark, so I don't know if that will disappear again once that glue dries, but I thought that was pretty cool. So then it's just a matter of folding your postcard in half. It is best to wait till it's completely dry, otherwise your paper inside might pucker a little bit, which mine's doing. I think we'll get away with it. And I've just got a couple of pages here. Now you could use scrap paper or tea-dyed paper, any kind of pages. This is just a piece of handmade paper that was tea-dyed. And these pages are really thick, so I'm only going to put a couple in there. And to bind your pages in, you can of course use like a proper binding method. This is just a 3-hole pamphlet stitch that I've stitched through the cover. Or on this one here, I just ran the middle of the pages on the sewing machine, and I've just stitched them in that way, and I've got that running down the spine there. So for this one, because these pages are so thick, I think I'll just bind them in with a needle and thread. Now I'm just going to eyeball the middle. Out there. And about 1.5 centimetres from each edge. Now my holes aren't very even, but that doesn't matter. So there we go. I've just bound that in using a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Now there's lots of videos on the internet if you want to see that technique slowed down, but it's pretty straightforward. And now my little booklet is complete with my pages. So it would just be a matter of decorating up the front however you would like. So there we go, that's my finished little altered postcard notebook or mini journal. So really easy and quick to create, and that will look cute just tucked in a little pocket or whatever. So I hope you found that inspiring, and we'll have a go at making some for yourself. Mum will come along shortly and share her altered postcard tutorial. So thanks so much for joining me today. I'll see you again next time. Bye.